Dear students, welcome to the fifth part of our discussion, and we have been discussing the concept of corpus linguistics. In the first phase, we discussed the concept of linguistics. Later on, we discussed the introductory part of corpora and corpus linguistics. We also saw the nature of corpus linguistics, different softwares, their functions. We also saw different websites offering corpora like BNC. Right? Today, we are going to discuss the types of corpora. So, corpora means data, means text, right? So, depending upon the topic or collected corpora or data or material, we have different types of corpora. As we know that corpora means a systematic arrangement of data that is available on internet. Right? So, which type of corpora do we have? Right? The first type of corpora you can say is a general corpora. Here, general means it's a mixture type of corpora. You can say so. It is not specified. It is not related to a particular field. Okay. So the texts or let's say the material available over here do not belong to a single text type, subject field or register. General corpora. Suppose that corpora is available of drama, novel, poetry, short story, newspapers, magazines, all together. All together. Okay. So general information is there about many fields. Right. So it's a type of a khichadi, type of corpora we can say in our daily language. Right. So not a single type. Means you can find novel, you can find drama, you can find any material. Same is the case with audio format also or spoken format also. So it's just like a general store shopping. General stores shopping. Okay. In this general corpora, we can find written or spoken language or both. May include texts produced in one country or many. We can find that British National Corpus (BNC) it is limited to Britain country. Okay, American Corpus limited to America only. But in general corpora, we can say that corpora from more than one country can be added. So the material from more than one country can be found in general corpora. Indian background, right? American, British background, or any country in the world or countries in the world, right? They can contribute their corpora over here, right? And the aim is to represent language in its broadcast sense, its use sense, and to serve as widely available resource or baseline for comparative studies of general linguistic features. Suppose that if I am having a study that is comparison between American English, British English, and Indian English, comparison between American English, British English, and Indian English, right? So I can have the study how the language changes. English is a common language in America, in Britain, and in England, in India, right? But some differences are there. So if I compare these three regional varieties of English, I would have automatically a general corpora. So more than one country means I am targeting America, England, and India also, right? And I am focusing what general linguistic features. General linguistic features found in America, Britain, and England. So general corpora, right? So it's a general information. That's it. Okay. So we can have the examples over here. Noun corpus, 1 million words. LOB corpus is there, 1 million words. Right? We are talking about PNC. Okay. PNC, national corpus, that is 100 million words. Right. Then let's proceed towards the specialized corpora. As the name indicates, a specialized or particular data of corpora is available over there. Right. So the texts that are designed with more specific research goals, specific particular research goals in mind. For example, register specific descriptions and investigations of language. Suppose that if I am targeting Marathi language, how Marathi language is used in Khandesh area, right? And if I am studying the use of vocabulary of Marathi in Khandesh area, use of vocabulary. So that would be a specialized subject. That would be a specialized subject, right? So it aims to be representative of a given type of text. So in this type of specialized corpora, I must select a specialized type. Specialized type means I can select a newspaper, right? How Marathi is used in the newspapers in Khandesh area, right? So I have selected the special text, that is newspaper. I can select what to say, short stories. So Marathi used in short stories in Khandesh area. So short story is a type of text. Same is the case with drama, same is the case with novels, right? So if I study Bhalchandra Nemade's novels in relation to Marathi language in Khandesh, then what would happen? It would be a specialized corpora. काय होतं स्पेशलाइज corpora मध्ये एक स्पेशल विषय निवडला जातो. आताच मी तुम्हाला म्हटलं आणि स्पेशल टाईप ठरवलं जातं. आता शॉर्ट स्टोरी हा सुद्धा एक टाईप आहे, न्यूजपेपर हा सुद्धा एक टाईप आहे, कादंबरी आपण घेऊ शकतो, शॉर्ट स्टोरी घेऊ शकतो. So it aims to be the representative of given type of text. स्पेशल इन्फॉर्मेशन असते. आता मराठी भाषा मधला समजा vocabulary शब्द कसे वापरले जातात खानदेश एरियामध्ये, हा विषय, या विषयावर जर स्टडी केला तर काय होईल, तो एक स्पेशलाइज्ड कॉर्पोरा तयार होईल. तर समजा भिल्ल कम्युनिटीची मी भाषा घेतली, राईट, त्याचा कॉर्पोरा बनवला, काय होईल, स्पेशलाइज्ड कॉर्पोरा, राईट. हा कॉर्पोरा ऑडिओ असेल किंवा टेक्स्ट फॉर्मॅट मध्ये असेल, राईट. एवढं लक्षात घ्या. Specialized means of a specific research goal, particular field, right? We need not to go into details, right? See the example, Cambridge and Nottingham campus of TIES course in English. See, Nottinghamshire English, it's a type of English in England. So this corpora has 5 million words. So if I want to study Nottinghamshire English or Cambridge type of English, so I must visit this corpora, right? Because it offers the particular area, that is Cambridge and Nottingham corpus of discourse, that is in English. Same is the case with Michigan. Michigan is an area, right, in America. Michigan corpus of academic spoken English. See, particular field, spoken English only. So in this MICASE type of corpus, we have spoken registers, means audio format, right? And the region is America. And in this spoken English corpora, we have 5 million words, right? So this is a general corpora, right? General stores like that. Okay, oh, but this one is specialized one. Particular things are available over here. Next type is historical or diachronic corpora. Right. As the title indicates, this corpora deals with history. Right. As you know that language changes. Right. Suppose that we are using Marathi today, but Marathi used 20 years ago was different. 50 years ago was different. Marathi used in the British era was different. Marathi used in the age of Shivaji Maharaj was different, isn't it? So historical importance is there. So text from different periods of time, right? Aim to representing an earlier stages of language. So how Marathi was used in the era of King Shivaji, in the era of yes, Shahu Maharaj, in the era of British, right after independence and today. So historical. मराठी भाषा किंवा कोणतीही भाषा समजूया आपण ती काय आहे बदलत जाणारी प्रोसेस आहे. ती इंग्रजी भाषा आज आपण वापरतो आहे ती ड्रायडनच्या काळामध्ये वेगळी होती, शेक्सपियरच्या काळामध्ये वेगळी होती, आताच्या काळामध्ये सुद्धा वेगळी आहे. मग काय आहे भाषा कशी बदलत गेली, राईट? प्रत्येक पिरियड ऑफ टाइम प्रत्येक स्टेज मध्ये म्हणूया आपण त्याचा सगळा इतिहास सगळा डाटा हा हिस्टॉरिकल मध्ये आपल्याला पाहायला मिळेल. आणि याचा एम काय आहे बरं? राईट, टू हेल्प टू ट्रेस मीन्स टू अंडरस्टँड ट्रेस द डेव्हलपमेंट ऑफ अ लँग्वेज ओव्हर टाइम, हाऊ लँग्वेज गॉट चेंज्ड स्लोली अँड सर्टनली. प्रत्येक भाषा ही बदलत जात आहे. हिंदी भाषा जी आहे ती सुद्धा बदलत जात आहे. प्रत्येक भाषा बदलते. अहिराणी भाषा सुद्धा बदलत जात आहे. कोणकोणत्या स्टेजला कोणकोणत्या पिरियड नंतर त्यात बदल होत आहे हा सगळा डाटा तुम्हाला कुठे मिळणार आहे तर हिस्टॉरिकल और डायक्रॉनिक कॉर्पोरा, राईट? सो स्टेजेस आर देअर अँड पिरियड्स ऑफ टाइम. त्या कॉर्पोरामध्ये काय तुम्हाला मिळणार आहे? बुक्स असतील किंवा ऑडिओ फॉर्मॅट्स असतील, न्यूज पेपर्स असतील, राईट? अशा पद्धतीने. So example is that Helsinki corpus is there, and in this type of corpus, text material is available. 700 to 1700 texts are available with more than 5 million words. Right? Regional corpora, as the title indicates, it is related to some particular region, particular geographical region. Right? As you know that, as far as region is concerned, we have dialects. जसा खानदेश हा रिजन आहे, मराठवाडा हा रिजन आहे, कोकण हा रिजन आहे, राईट? बघा मराठी भाषा खानदेशात वेगळी पद्धतीने बोलली जाते, मराठवाड्यात वेगळी पद्धतीने बोलली जाते, कोकणात वेगळी बोलली जाते, पुण्यामध्ये वेगळी बोलली जाते. म्हणजे हे काय आहे तर रिजनल व्हरायटीज, रिजनल टाइप्स ऑफ ए सिंगल लँग्वेज, राईट? हिंदी सुद्धा बघा नॉर्थ इंडियामध्ये वेगळी आहे, साऊथ मध्ये वेगळी आहे, मिडल इंडियामध्ये वेगळी आहे, नॉर्थ ईस्ट मध्ये वेगळी आहे, isn't it? So regional variety of Hindi. Yeah, regional corpora मध्ये काय आहे? So the regional variety of a language like dialects. So data regarding a dialect is available over here. मग मराठीचा अभ्यास असेल तर मराठी खानदेशात कशी बोलली जाते, विदर्भात कशी बोलली जाते, राईट? याचा सगळा कॉर्पोरा डाटा इथे अवेलेबल असेल, राईट? बघा डॉट्स बघा, सी these dots means the areas or regions of the same language. Then we have the learners corpora. It is nothing but produced by non-native speakers. Non-native speakers, we are not the non-native speakers of English, right? So aim at presenting the language as produced by the learners of language, and it includes spoken and written language samples. right? So they are used to identify differences among learners, frequency of words and types and mistakes. So native and non-native, British and Americans, they are the native speakers of English. We Indians are the non-native speakers of English. So we can compare the natives and non-native speakers regarding English language. So I can have the study that how English language is spoken in India and in England, like that. Okay, like Mumbai and London. Okay, comparing. Okay, so that would be called as learners corpora. And what is the focus? Frequency of words. Which words are used frequently again and again, and types of mistakes. As you know that the native speakers speak English in a correct way, or let's say the better than the non-native speakers. So English spoken in England is in a better position than compared in India. So we can compare and contrast the English spoken in England, English spoken in India, English spoken in London, English spoken in Mumbai, right? So frequency of words, which words are used, right, by the Britishers in London, and which words are spoken in Mumbai, like that. Frequency of words. Types of mistakes. Which mistakes are committed by the non-native speakers, means in Mumbai area, right, like that. So compare and contrast. That can be called learners corpora. So example we have Moving corpus of native English essays. See, as the title indicates, only essays are there. Nibandha आहे. International corpus of learner English. See, this is also the second example. The next thing is multilingual corpora. As the title indicates, more than one language. Multi, more than language, two or many. Right. So systematic collection of empirical language data enabling linguists to carry out analysis of multilingual individuals, multilingual societies, or multilingual communication. So in this type of corpora, we can say that more than two languages are included for study. So corpora about more than two languages is available over here. As you know that India is a multilingual country. So if I decide that languages spoken in South India, languages spoken in South India, that would be a multilingual corpora. So I can add Tamil language, I can add language spoken in Kerala, right, like that. Then regional languages. In South India, we can say that English is also spoken, multilingual corpora, right? So multilingual societies, individuals, right? They are added over here. See, suppose that a single example I offer you that how good morning is spoken. How good morning, this word is spoken in the languages available in India, right? So we can say that it is said as Suprabhat in Marathi, Suprabhat in Hindi, right? Good morning is spoken in Gujarati differently. Good morning spoken in Tamil is differently. Good morning spoken in Telugu is differently. Good morning spoken in Bangla language is different, isn't it? So comparing, right? So comparison is that. Okay. So that can be called as a multilingual corpora. Same is the case with how are you? How are you? This sentence is spoken in Indian languages. Suppose that I have selected 20 Indian languages, 20. And how are you? This sentence I have selected. So I would study that how are you? How this sentence is spoken in other 20 languages in India, like Tamil, Gujarati, Marathi, like Hindi, like Bangla, like Odia, isn't it? So multilingual corpora, right? Comparable corpora, as I told you, comparison is there between two different languages, right? Two different, English and Spanish, Marathi and Gujarati. Comparative study is there. Okay. So how both the language are used by the people, that is the focus of comparable corpora. So example is there, International Corpus of English. As you know that English is spoken differently in different countries. So Indian English, American English, British English, Canadian English, French English, right? Sri Lankan English. So English is spoken differently. And what happens in comparable corpora? Two things are there. That is, two different languages or different varieties of a single language. Just like Indian English and Canadian English. As you know that there is a great difference between Indian English and Canadian English. The difference between Indian English and British English, right? Regarding vocabulary, regarding tone, regarding intonation, regarding speech, right? Regarding accent. Okay. So two different languages or varieties of a same language. That is in case of comparable. Okay. Then comes parallel corpora. What happens in the case of parallel corpora? In different languages, each containing texts that have been translated from one language into the other. So translated type of material is available in parallel corpora. Suppose that, for example, the drama King Lear is translated into Marathi. King Lear translated into Marathi as Nata Samrat. King Lear, English version, Marathi version is Nata Samrat. So if we compare King Lear and Nata Samrat, the language used in King Lear and language used in Nata Samrat, dialogues and all those things, that could be a parallel corpora. A parallel corpora. Gitanjali, for example, as you know that Gitanjali written by Rabindranath Tagore, that is basically in Bengali language, and later on it is translated into English. So we can compare, okay, both the languages and languages used in Gitanjali in Bangla version and like English language in English version. That's it. That is called the parallel corpora. Again comes the written corpora. We are just skipping fastly, okay, because we need not to go into details, right? Written corpora, as the title indicates, written material is available. Written material like newspapers, periodicals, magazines, right? Travel diaries, emails, blogs. Okay, these kind of written materials are available in such kind of written corpora. Okay. On the other hand, we have spoken corpora, as the title indicates. Spoken data is available of language, right? Spoken data, right? Audio clips are available like that. Then comes the markup, right? It's the latest one, that is titles, authors, paragraphs. Again, spoken corpus comes over there. Let's skip this one. This one also. Let's focus on the softwares. Which are the softwares used for this corpora purpose? As you know that corpus linguistics is the study done with the help of softwares. So we have softwares like SARA. BNC uses SARA. ICE CUP, right? This software is used for the ICU rate prison, right? So many softwares are available over there. Detailed information is available in the notes uploaded on our Google Classroom. So go through over that also.